I'd made the decision that I'd had enough. I'd already put into a plan going into rehab when I got out, because experience told me, I've left prison on numerous occasions saying this time it's going to be different, and it never was. So I needed to do something different. So I made the decision to go into rehab. And Wigan Adult Services would only fund this if they seen progress within prison. So I came off my methadone, moved over to the recovery wing, became a recovery champion, a peer mentor, a listener for the Samaritans. And I think it was, in addiction, you're selfish, it's all about you. Every time I landed in prison, it was poor me, poor me. Never thought about the victim, it was all about my suffering. Oh, well, I brought children's homes, mum and dad divorced, feeling sorry for myself. In that role as a peer mentor and doing all that stuff, it was about being selfless and helping others. And I enjoyed doing it. It gave me a sense of achievement, a sense of, I don't know, it made me feel good. It made me feel good inside. Because I used to think I was hopeless, worthless, loveless, just bad, all bad. So it gave me grounded me. Heather was my probation worker for about 12, 14 years, so she's known me a long time, and that's someone else who never gave up on me. I mean, she took me to detox centres at Prestwich to do a detox, but in there I was just coming off the substances. You leave there clean, but I wasn't dealing with any of the underlying stuff, the stuff from childhood, which she didn't know about. Obviously only I knew about that, and even when I went into treatment, it took me weeks to disclose that, because I was taking that to my grave. I was that embarrassed about it, that it happened to me, because I blamed myself, you know what I mean? I was expecting the counsellor to turn around and say, "What, you let that happen? Why did you not stop it? Why did you not tell no one?" But you know what, I was 12 years old, and it was having the humility to just own it, do you know what, this happened to me. And it was a release, telling someone. Just felt free, I felt, do you know what, and just being told by him, do you know what, that wasn't your fault. What could you have done as a 12-year-old boy? Well, for me, it's important. I mean, I learned this very early in my recovery within Forest Bank. Like I said, being a recovery champion, being a mentor, being a listener for the Samaritans, giving back, helping others, keeps me grounded. Do you know what I mean? And it gives me a purpose. So I volunteer here. I'm currently in paid employment for Forest Bank as a recovery coordinator. I do stuff for Greater Manchester Police every time they ask me. I'm in Bolton next week doing a morning session and an afternoon session doing drug awareness with 19-year-olds, where I shall tell them a bit about my own story through addiction and try and educate them around substances and smoking weed. And my attitudes from when I first started smoking weed, saying, all right, I know it felt wrong, but at least I'm only smoking weed, and that progression through to heroin and crack cocaine. So it's just giving back. I just like giving back. It's good for me. And I've took so much from society, it's the very least I can do.